Hello, and welcome to G Free with Friends and Family. What's up, my G's? Couldn't wait to say that. This morning I'm going to be having fried bread, or some people call it fried dough, and some ginger tea. A light breakfast, but a tasty one. And it's funny, this is my first time making this, and I would have showed you the process, but I didn't want another biscuit fiasco, so I didn't know whether it was going to be good or not, and I took a little pinch before I got here, so I decided to eat it in front of you because it's really good. I like it, and I'll give you the rest. I'll tell you the recipe. And I have a little honey to dip it on, or not dip it, drizzle. They're still warm too, which is good. Drizzle a little honey, just a little. Here. I saw someone do this online. I closed the page. Oh, I could probably find it through my history, so I won't tell you now, but maybe I can, because I have my computer right here. See if I can figure out where I saw this. Okay, I found who it was, so I decided to just stick it in. It's In the Kitchen with Gina Young. So Gina Young is the person that made the fried bread. Oh, this is the tea that I'm drinking. Oh, it's too bright. Oh, there we go. Ginger turmeric tea, and it's functional herbal blends. It's another one of the things that I picked up from TJ Maxx. You make the dough with 2 cups of flour, in my case gluten-free flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, not soda, baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And you can use milk, but I happen to use water because I ran out of milk. And I'm going to do a video on making rice milk, but I'm going to sweeten it and have what they call horchata. And if I had some of that, I could have used it, but I didn't. I like this because it's crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. And you could use it, you don't have to use it with something sweet. You can use it, as a dinner roll, a savory dinner roll. I'm actually going to use it for a hamburger. Because I don't have any hamburger rolls. I couldn't find anyone to deliver groceries to me today or tomorrow, or I tried that Instacart thing. I don't know if you guys have used Instacart, but they told me that I couldn't get a delivery until April 18th, and that's too long. I can't wait that long. And April 18th is a bad day for me, so I didn't do anything on that day. I said, I won't be using Instacart. I'll try to find another delivery service to get my groceries. Yeah. But, yeah, this stuff is really good. I like it. I can't wait to see how it tastes with a hamburger. Yeah. Should have had another little plate, but I don't. But it's just me here, so. It's okay. somebody asked me in the comments um, why I was gluten free, and I know I talked about it a little bit in the video where I took you guys with me to the allergist, and you know, and I said that I had an autoimmune disease. Mm. So good. I actually have celiac disease, which is a major intolerance to gluten. It causes lots of health problems. And the reason why I don't specifically volunteer that I have celiac is because very old, experienced endocrinologist told me, well, he actually told me to say that I had celiac disease, but he said, even if you have an intolerance can kill you the same way that celiac disease does. So it doesn't matter whether you're intolerant or you have out and out celiac. It's all an intolerance. It's just that celiac is has to do with a gene that you possess, and you know. So all my life, I've had symptoms, starting from as a child. Well, that's all my life. And I've gotten so many misdiagnoses. I was anemic when I was young. I was this size, I don't know whether they still have size 6X, but that's a, you know, it's like an in-between a toddler and a little girl size. You have 6 and then you have 6X. I was a size 6X for 3 years. I didn't grow in height. I'm very little in weight. And my mother was concerned about it, and she went to our doctor, who was supposed to be a very smart man. And he said, oh, just give her those Polyvisol, those iron drops. And eventually I grew. Not much, but I grew. And things like that. I always had stomach problems. You know, most of my childhood life, I was on one end of the spectrum as far as that goes. I'm not going to go into detail. But either end of the spectrum, I was either this or that most of my childhood. And that's also a symptom. When I got older, I developed migraines. I've had what they call chicken skin on the back of your arm, which means that it's like a bumpy kind of feeling skin. What are some other symptoms? I had the stomach itching, you know, that's a symptom. Ringing in my ears, you know, I've had almost all the symptoms of celiac disease. And I usually find this hard to talk about, and so I don't. But since somebody asked me, and I don't want anybody to ask me again, and if they do, I could say, oh, look at this video, I'm answering the question. And to that person, I'm sorry that I didn't respond to your comment. I intended to, and my response was going to be, that's something that I don't talk about. But I'm talking about it. Yeah, and I'm kind of glad I am. It's not an easy thing for me. But anyway, something correlated to celiac disease happened to me on April 18th of 2014. And when I saw that date as a delivery date for my food, I was like, okay, that's a sign. So there you have it. The short of it. I'm probably never going to do the long of it. But I think that's enough information to satisfy anybody's curiosity. Hmm. These are really good. They're so good. I like that crispiness on the outside. It's amazing. Yeah. So I've decided that this year I'm going to do a lot of uncomfortable things. A lot of things that I normally wouldn't do because I'm a very private person with everything. So I'm not going to start telling my business. Don't get me wrong. That will never happen. But, little things like what I did today, like revealing something very personal about myself that I normally wouldn't do. Um, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and see what happens. In a way, I feel better. Is there anything, and I'm not asking anybody to tell me their business, but are there things like that you decidedly don't talk about or don't do, or places you don't go for a certain reason? And would you ever consider stepping out of your comfort zone and just confronting? It's not a fear, but just confronting your discomfort. I try to live, I would never do anything that causes me stress because I try to live a stress-free life. And I wouldn't suggest that anybody else would do that. I mean, something that takes you into a bad headspace, definitely don't do. I'm not a proponent for that because that could be damaging. But would you ever consider, just, just stepping out of your comfort zone and freeing yourself? Because I think it's freeing. Just now I'm free to say, if you want to know, go visit that video. But would you ever do that? I'd like to know. I put 2 bags in, oh, there's no more. I put 2 bags in this little steeper teapot kind of thing. It's really for coffee, but I use it for tea also. I don't know if you can see it. It's a French press. Yeah, and the tea, has like a little spice, because ginger's spicy, so it has a little spice to it. I like that. I could eat this without the honey. I don't really need the honey for this. And it's so filling, or maybe it's because I've been talking so much in the air, it's just like rushed in my mouth. No. Yeah. And even if you don't want to face something that makes you feel uncomfortable, why don't you try just doing something that's freeing, like like learning a new skill, or I don't know, taking a dance class, dancing in front of people, singing in front of people. My conversation yesterday kind of reminded me of, or made me think of this, because, let's see, what was I talking about yesterday? Oh, walking through the walkway or the door of opportunity when you don't have anybody but yourself. That's freeing. If it's something like that you want to do that. But just something that makes you a little more comfortable and makes you not uncomfortable should you come face to face with that situation or thing or person or, whatever. Free yourself. Free yourself. I'm going to end it here. and tell you all to remember to count your blessings and be a blessing to somebody else. I can't wait until we can go out so I can say, go out and be a blessing. But be a blessing to somebody else. If your mother's still alive, call your mother, call your father, call your kids, wake them up. Anything. Because you never know when somebody just needs that phone call. Until next time.